Welcome to the Creative Alchemy. This is where we take what we already have and learn how to actually use it. Not perfectly, but honestly, through creativity, through reflection, through real experience. I'm your host, Gemini. Let's begin this journey through self. We are back. Yes. Oh my God. This is your host, Gemini with the J. And I'm sorry I had to take a hiatus. My vacation was wonderful. I celebrated my birthday and it was glorious. Now, during this birthday, I was thinking to myself, birthdays and scientific ways of the world, all the things, a Gemini would possibly think of. But what if birthdays weren't about getting older? What if they are portals? Okay, hear me out. You know how I am. My mind goes far and far beyond the times of revelations. So for me, I started to think and reflect on these cycles that I've been having, these internal revelations, and it dawned on me that the time of perception is only within the beholder. You have to hear me on this. As I get ready for this art show, I've been going through my dad's writings, and part of those writings have come to me in ways where I'm actually seeing the power through his words, the identity that he's revealing to me about life. And jumping through those portals of life stem from how the planets are aligning with us on our different daily cycles. And your birthday is one of those portals. So I did a little deep dive into identifying what an actual birthday means. And of course, we all know that your birthday is the day that you were born, the day that you were brought into this world. But what if we think about this a little differently? What if your birthday was the shift from dimension into a different realm? Now, it doesn't seem too far-fetched to have these moments of thinking like this throughout life. And maybe I'm the only one. Okay, so let it be. But I believe in this extraordinary shift that happens when we start to recognize and be aware of the shift that we're engaging in. And this is what brought me to quantum leaping. So Carl Gustavo, we already know our guy, but I researched part of his book where we can view the world that accepts this numerous foundation of cosmic order. And that's where the quantum physics comes into play. But there's so much more in quantum physics. It is the actual new form of mysticism, which suggests that the interconnectedness of all things and beings are connected through our minds in the cosmic mind at all. So comparing those two with my dad's writings, it is insanely parallel, which makes me know and understand that it wasn't just some theory. This is something that has been proven of how to shift and go through the phases of your life. We're all not aging. We're not aging. You believe you are aging if you're aging, but if you're not believing that you are aging, then somehow time has stopped for you. Somehow time has become irrelevant to the species of your mind. These are all my conceptual thinking and my journaling. As I go through my life and continue to grow, I find moments where I continue to believe in the spiritual realm, knowing that it is not just me living on this earth that is a part of my life. And it gives me quite peace. It gives me a lot of hope. It gives me a lot of faith that it's not only this. There's something to believe in higher, and there are moments where I can always tap back into that identity of understanding that we are far beyond what we actually know for ourselves. And so, celebrating this birthday and thinking that I'm getting older, oh my God, it's actually a glorious thing if I think that. But I think that I have somehow shifted my time and space into a different realm. So for this birthday, I have turned the beautiful golden age of. And during this shift of seeing my birthday, I actually was in a different place this time. I did not do a big party. I did not have a special hosting dinner. But somehow all of those things came anyway. Somehow those things fell into my alignment anyway. And I was grateful for it. I was grateful for the people that I was around. I was grateful for all of my birthday texts and calls. But somehow my mind said, it's not your birthday, it's just another day. But I did shift. I did feel different. I did identify with some newness in my life, and that's when I realized I have quantum leaped physically myself, because my birthday has been celebrated every day, especially in the month of June. I'm always celebrating my birthday. Every day is my birthday. It's happy, happy, happy birthday to me, to you. Remember that? If anyone can tell me where that is from, then we're friends for life. But I felt different because of the dynamics that I've seen myself grow through. Where I was last year, my birthday, is not the same place I was in this year for my birthday. And that made me feel good. It made me feel great. And I realized that the version that I still consider myself to be was no longer, because I've been shifting her every single day since then. And it dawned on me that you're growing without even realizing it. How many of us have realized that we're growing into a new manifestation based off of us just putting in that action? I've been putting in that work. So that is the identity that I've been having with this birthday. And I wanted to pose this question to all of my listeners about how they see their future selves. How do they know and identify with the awareness of shifting? Do you see yourself changing? Do you know when you're changing? These are really good journal prompts to just kind of see where your mind's at. So what I did is I wrote a letter to my future self to share where we're at in our life. It's pretty awesome to know that your self had wrote you a letter and you read it on your birthday and you're like, dang, we're so far away from where we were before. But I wrote myself a letter to just let her know, we're doing this, we feel like this, our focus is this, we feel bad about this. But I think just sending her a reminder that we are on a path of openness and upliftingness, and we can continue to carry those throughout our years, our days, our minutes. And remember, time doesn't exist. The last thing that I'm going to leave you with is the realization of myself, of what version of me had to stay behind in order for the new version of me to step forward. And it's a couple of things. When you shift into a newness of yourself, the awareness becomes so prominent that I just could feel myself no longer wanting to do certain things in my life. I no longer wanted to give my energy away. I no longer wanted to have people around me that drain my energy. I no longer wanted to step back the identity that I have of being queer. I didn't want to step back the energy I had for people pleasing. So all of these things that I no longer wanted to bring forward into my future self, I said, this is my moment of where those no longer hold weight to me. Those no longer fear the shift that I have of not having them. Why do I have to hide my sexuality? Why do I have to hide my smartness? Why do I have to hide my wants and needs in relationships with friendships? That is where my openness of communication is growing. New people are coming into my life. More people that are aligned to my value of my beliefs are coming into my life. And that all stemmed from me letting go that I will no longer not say what I need or what I want. My throat chakra has been activated and it feels so good. How do you activate your throat chakra? How do you activate the mental capacity to be in places that do not hold value to you? Recognize these feelings that you have within yourself and decide in that moment, like I said, every day is your birthday. Every day is the day that you are the star of your life. And you have to remember that. Where can you shift one thing in your life to make better for your future self? All right, beautiful people, I am so grateful for you continuously tuning in to listen to the Creative Alchemy. We are here learning about the journey through self, identifying and revamping and creating and living our best life. See you next time. Thank you.